Hello there, welcome back. So you're interested in a casual brown eyeshadow look today? Great, well I have the perfect palette for that. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the one that I picked out. So this is one of my favorites. This is the W7 Amplify. And it has these really nice neutral brown shades. I think this will go really well. It does have a touch of, so it has some cream color, a yellow, a bronze, and then two matte browns. So we're going to go ahead and I think I'm going to do the yellow with a little of this kind of shimmery brown, bronzy kind of color, and then I'm going to go into the brown as well. Yeah, something, let's see what I can come up with here. So, let's see. And before we get started, is there anything that you want to drink or anything? Okay, just let me know, and then I can always have my assistant go get you something, but I just wanted to ask before we get into it. So are you all ready? Okay, I'm going to show you the foundations and lip shade that I picked out for you as well. So let's see here. Okay, so I picked out for the lips. I love this shade so much, and I think it'll go really well with your eye look. And it's actually the shade that I'm wearing right now, and that is Vava Violet. It's a really nice, it looks a lot darker than it is. I think it comes out a tad lighter. So I think it'll go really well. So we're going to go ahead and go with that, okay? So let's get started. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and start your foundation. So the foundation that I picked out is this matte poreless foundation. And I think 102 will go really well for your tone. And it doesn't look like you have any issues with blemishes or acne or freckles or anything like that. So I think we're okay to go with this. And I'm mentioning that because this doesn't have the best in terms of coverage, but in this case, like I said, for your skin, you don't seem to need a lot of coverage. So I think it might work out really well. And I'm going to start by testing out a small area. So let me go ahead and do that here. Okay, let's see. Let me just do this little area. Yeah, it really doesn't look like you need much. Let's see. I like the way it's coming out. Yeah, I think this will really be a good shade. Okay, go ahead and I'm just finishing up. So it's coming out really nice. It's Yeah, really, really nice. So I think that looks really good. And it really goes well with your skin tone. And it's so great that it feels really good on your skin. Good. Okay, so that's that. Let's see here. Where is, okay. Okay, so let's start with your makeup look. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go into that nude shade first as an all over color, so that will be for the brow bone into the entire eyelid area because it is so closest to your natural skin tone, just like a nice all over off-white color. I think that'll be fine to use all over, and then I'm gonna put the maybe the brown in the lid, and then I'll do a pop of color, the yellow. Okay. 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 Go ahead and close your eyes. So I think this is really nice. I love this palette because it has colors that you can play up like we're doing, or just leave really super natural and super just casual brown shade. And I think it just looks really nice. Go ahead and open your eyes. Let me just see. That looks really nice. Go ahead and close, and I'll do this one. Okay. Okay. Let me go ahead into this brown. I guess we'll do the brown here. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do that. So I think I'm going to do just kind of that crease, and then we'll do the yellow, and then a little bit of the yellow on top as well. So go ahead and close your eyes. So this will be just your crease, kind of darken that area, define that area a little bit. Because all we have right now is the cream color off-white shadow color that we used. I think that'll be really nice. Okay. And then, let's see. That's really nice. So I think the yellow, like I said, I want to do in the brow bone area and just kind of a little bit in the middle for a pop of color. One of my favorite things to do with different clients' looks is no matter the color that they use, I always like to use one pop of color. So in this case, it'll be that yellow to kind of put kind of right there. So when you look down, it's the only time that whoever's around you will be able to see that kind of just a little bit of flick of yellow right there, whatever color it is. Okay. Okay, go ahead and look down. So I'm going to do there first. That'll be really nice. And then we're going to follow up and use it on the brow bone. Whatever we have left, because you don't want it to be too yellow, too bright, or bold up there. Okay. And then do a little bit of this yellow here. That's really it. Okay. So for the eyeliner in this case, because we did kind of use light colors, I will go ahead and use a black. If we were to use bolder colors, I would tone it down with brown. But in this case, I think it's okay. But I'm going to buff it out so it won't be such a hard line. So go ahead and look. It just all depends on the shades that we're using. And then we can always see what colors we want to use for eyeliners and whatnot. I think that'll look really nice. Go ahead and buff it out, just so it won't be such a hard line. It's really, I think one of the most important things in makeup is to buff and blend. Two of the most important things. You don't want anything to look too, not so much over the top or bright or bold, but you don't want it to look messy or hard, right? So you can use these colors, but just kind of clean them up a little bit, I think. The other side. Okay, very nice. And it just gives such a softer appearance, I think, too. Okay, so before I get into the mascara, I do want to look at your brows. From what I've seen, it looks really good shape, so you're so lucky for that. But I do want to, let me see where we put you. Here you are. I do always just like to brush them out a little bit, just to clean them up. So let's see. I always just like to brush them up, and that gives me a way to kind of see if there's any hair missing or any areas that need a little more attention. So I think that's just always a good way to kind of see what I'm getting myself into. Because with brows, you never know. So what I think would be a good idea in this case, instead of using a pencil or a crayon for eyebrows, we're going to go ahead and use the very light brown that's in the shadow. And I'm doing this to kind of, because I think the color will really look good. So it'll be just this one right here. I think this case it would really work, and I think we can go well really together with the shadows that we're using already. Okay, so and I'm using this and buffing and rather I guess brushing at the same time, so it is a little more natural because we are using a shadow, right, instead of a typical tool that you would use for brows, like the eyebrow crayon or pencils that we usually use. So let me go ahead and dip it in here. Okay, so I'm going to go back and forth in between here. I just make sure I brushed everything out. But I think it looks okay. And you always want to make sure that it's just perfectly angled. You stop and start. And you just make short little marks here. Okay. And then I'll brush it out as I go. Just kind of keep everything nice and natural looking. I think that'll look really good. I like the way this is coming out. This is really good. And it just gives me a way, by using this brush, it just gives me a way to have, I think, more control than I would if it were a pencil or a crayon tool. But I think this is turning out really, really, really good. Okay, let me look at this one. Let me put a little more color. Start by brushing again. Just make sure I got everything. But I think it looks okay. I don't see any things to really work on. The only thing I noticed was in this brow. You have a little hair missing here, so I did have to work on that a little bit and blend everything in. But I think especially for this, it really does look fine. Okay. Give one more brushing. I fill in a little more. Okay, that's really good. I only do that on times that I really feel like a client doesn't really need a lot of work done, and I can get away with using the brow brush and not needing a lot of filling in or a lot of reshaping. I think so. You're very lucky not to need a lot of work done. Okay, so I think we're gonna choose a mascara. So I think we're gonna do this brownish black to kind of continue going with this kind of brown neutral look. It's a little more clamped up because of the yellow, but it's kind of still stays in that kind of neutral shade. And then when I add the lipstick, that I think with the darkness, a little bit of bold, and the lips, and I'm going to do your cheeks for blush. I think in addition to that yellow shadow that we put, I think it would really be just enough bold, but not too crazy. Okay, go ahead and look up. I think that's really nice. And I love this mascara so much because the wand, for such a small wand, thin, short, I was surprised at truly how much it gives off. And I don't need a lot, so I think it's really good. And the bottom. Just need a tiny bit. That's really good. So I think I'm going to do the lip and then our blush. So this is the lipstick that I'm wearing, and I think that'll be really good for you. This is the Lava Violet, which I think is similar to the Rum Raisin in the sense that it's a little more red, but this is more on the brown. Well, actually, purple. Violet, right? Family. Dark purple. So, just go ahead and relax your lips. I'm going to start out really like small amount and just kind of see how the color looks on you. But I think it's not too much, so I think it'll be okay. And what I like about these is that I can shape your lip Cupid's bow with it. So, and when I do the Cupid's bow, my own personal thing that I like to do on clients is kind of recreate it. And I always line them just a small amount higher than usual. But very faintly, it's just so it's not so noticeable. But it just gives a nice shape that looks very natural, I think. And then I just kind of continue filling in the top very lightly. Okay, go ahead. Very nice. I think that's really, really, really good color that goes with this shadow very well. Blush. So this will be really nice. So I'm going to use this really nice rosy blush. It's very faint. Just give yourself a little bit of color. Bring out your cheeks a little. And then just put the rest all around. Okay. Okay, I think it looks really good. I don't think there's anything else we're gonna do. So let's look in the mirror. How's that? That looks really nice. Don't you just love the little pop of color? And then you have a little bit of the yellow as well on the top. And then you have the lip, I think goes really well. And then the cheeks look really good with that very soft kind of berry, light pink blush. I think it looks really good. Turn to me. I think that's really nice. I think that'll be really nice. How do you like it? Good, 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 good. So, I think that's it. I think we did a good job. Very good. So, I do want to mention that any of the products that we did use today are available for purchase, but on the day of, you can always come back and I can do the makeup exactly like this. We're going to go ahead and take a picture in a minute so I see where everything that we did. I'm going to fill out the note cards along with what you filled out online, and I think we're going to just go with this one. But so you can still purchase whatever if you want to actually just continue to do kind of these looks with these same shades. Is there anything that you'd like to purchase? The lipstick, isn't it gorgeous? I think it's so great. But let me tell you, I think it would go so good with so many different colors. Look how it goes good with the yellow, the browns. I think it's really nice. Pop. And even if your eyes are a lot, shadow is very faint, and still not a lot going on. Just really super casual look. I think that's really good. So you can still get away with the darker lip. So I think this is a really good universal color. This will be right up front for you. Let's go ahead and take a picture, and then we'll be done. Okay, so thank you so much for coming in today. It was such a pleasure working on you. I think we came up with a gorgeous look. Yes, definitely. And I think everyone is going to love it. Okay, so meet me over at the front. Okay,